This reaction is brought to you by my $5 or more patrons at patreon.com/AlexHeitz. I'd like to thank Identitech, TFG, David Mannion, Mark Ventura, Kurt David, Will E., Steve Aldersley, Jason Bates, at HotGirlVideo69 on Twitter, Mason Frost, Matthew McLaughlin, Andre Squeezle, Ray Schuster, and B Jabber for sponsoring this video, encouraging all this nonsense. I appreciate it immensely. Hope you all enjoy the video. Ladies and gentlemen, we are floating in space. Welcome to poll number 22. This is a album chosen by my Discord people, and then from the 4 albums that were chosen on the Discord, you guys on the Patreon voted for this one. It is this, as you can see here, won by 57% from 14 votes. Yeah, a very interesting choice. Makes a lot of sense since we're finishing up Sonic Youth. We have another noise rock album to kind of slot in here. For those who don't know, I do unedited reactions at my Patreon, patreon.com/AlexHeitz. For $5 a month, you can get access to all of my unedited reactions from Modest Mouse going forward. That's about a year's worth of reactions at this point. Just over 30, I believe, maybe 35, and this will be one of them. And in addition to unedited reactions, you get a shout out at the front of the video, so everyone who got a shout out there has access to these reactions, including this one. So if you're interested in supporting the channel, $5 would be greatly appreciated. If not, $1 a month gets you access to voting in these kinds of polls where you can pick the albums that we use to break up the artist binges. Just kind of keeps things fresh and interesting. So, You're Living All Over Me, Dinosaur Jr. It's their second album. I reacted to Little Fury Things on my top 10 single streams that I've been doing. Everything else on here, though, I have no idea what it is. But this is apparently one of the premier noise pop, noise rock, lo-fi, indie rock albums, especially of the 80s. I'm kind of familiar with Dinosaur Jr. I've heard a few other tracks. Was it Feel the Pain? That's in Rock Band or something like that. I think I tried to listen to Bug maybe at one point, but I'm not super familiar with them. I've heard one Sebadoh track, that's Lou Barlow, of course, but that's about it. Not a whole lot of knowledge on this band, so it'll be interesting to kind of listen to their most acclaimed album here. 9 tracks, 36 minutes, nice tight little album. I think we're just going to get started. I don't have anything else to add, I don't believe. So without further ado, already reacted to this. Like I said, you can go see my first reaction in the 1987 section of my top 10 single streams. But we'll listen to it again here with Little Fury Things. Just a good track. I appreciate lo-fi and noise that's like melodic and not just like crazy noisy for the sake of it. I mean, granted, I've been listening to a lot of Sonic Youth lately, so this is a welcome break. And not that I even like dislike that, I just prefer stuff like this in that 80s, 90s indie rock realm. Yeah, and I mean, you can listen to, like I said on the stream, you can hear me talk a little bit more about it there as well. So let's get into stuff that I have not heard. Kracked. Oh, there it is. Um, I'm not a big fan of the. I mean, I don't exactly know like what it is. It's like whammy or like if I can try to play it back like that solo. Where is it? Right there. Like I don't. What effect is that? Is that wah wah? Is that there's like whammy? I don't exactly know. I don't necessarily love that sound. In fact, it's kind of annoying to me. The rest of the song was fine though. Just another solid indie rock track, and I like that this album is kind of short, and these songs don't necessarily overstay their welcome. Um, and typically, uh, I would say like a lot of indie rock from this era in the '90s isn't necessarily super long, and I appreciate that because they realize like we have like one or two ideas here. Let's just let them sit, do their thing, and then get out, which I appreciate. Sludge Feast. You know, it's not bad. Um, I like how if you like rewound to like the late '60s, early '70s, that could have been classified as heavy metal to some degree. Like I know like listening to like early Black Sabbath, it's just like it's not that far away from just like basic indie rock. Coming up later, it's just a slightly more crunchy. Um, I didn't mind that. It was a little. I mean, obviously not quite in the pop realm, which is the way I like my Dinosaur Jr. At least so far. But it was entertaining and it sounded good in a lo-fi sense. The Lung. Pretty good. Um, I still think that Little Fury Things is my favorite so far. A lot of these other ones are like a little too wild, but they are fun. Um, they're just not exactly what I prefer. Although I do like this one more than I think the last two. Yeah, not a whole lot to say, so I'm just gonna keep trucking with Raisans. Raisans. I probably like that one as much as the Lung. Like I said, I'm glad that they're not super long. There have been some like as far as like lo-fi and alt rock and indie rock goes. Like Pavement sometimes would have songs that were just like a little too long, and I'm like, just please stop. So far, this has been fun though. I wouldn't say that there's any like standout tracks yet. It's just been quite solid. It's not like jumping out to me though. I don't feel like this is amazing as of yet on first listen, but we still have several songs to go, so let's keep going with Tarpit. I like that one. That was a nice mix of the pop with the rock and the really intense noise elements towards the end there too. It almost just felt like rocks were like being ground up in my headphones. Yeah, that's the best one since Little Fury Things, in my personal opinion. I like that. In a Jar, 3 tracks left, guys. Also good. Again, a nice mix of the rock and the pop elements, melodic, but then it also has really good, I don't know if you call them climaxes, but just letting loose. Yeah, I like that one as well. I feel like there was something I was going to say about it, but I can't remember what it was. Anyway, Lose and Poledo are next. These are 2 of the Lou Barlow tracks that he wrote, I suppose. Let's see what we got. Ugh, I don't know how I feel about that one. Um, it seemed a little like it let loose a little bit more. Is a little more wild. In that way, it wasn't quite to my taste. Um, but in other ways, it was like it was very just more focused in like a song structure kind of way, I suppose you could say. Okay, last song, everyone, Poledo.
With my feet nailed to the ground, now to stay. Your patience, I know you've always known.
now.
And that's it. Was not expecting that at all. It apparently was, what did it say on Wikipedia here? Poledo. I just read it. A lo-fi recording of Lou Barlow singing and playing ukulele. The second half is a collection of sound collages and abstract noise pieces. That was good though. I liked the kind of like progressive soundscapey thing there. That was cool. It was just, it didn't fit with the rest of the album was kind of the problem though. You're living all over me. It's good. I kind of don't understand why it's so highly regarded though. And this is probably just a case of me missing context, right? Like there's some historical context here. And even though I've been listening to Sonic Youth, I don't feel like there's a huge crossover connection, or at least one that if there is one, I'm not seeing it. Because I feel like I've heard better noise and indie rock from these eras. Like the noise here was cool, but I don't know if I would call it super impressive. It was just good. It was solid. Favorite songs, Little Fury Things, I think was the best song on here. SludgeFeast was entertaining. I liked Tarpit. In a Jar was alright. Poledo was cool. Most other stuff here, though, was just kind of like, I don't know. I don't really know quite how to explain it. I mean, when I do my follow-up, which I do follow-ups to these first album reactions, like 1 to 4 weeks after I listen to it and my thoughts have kind of formed and I kind of give a final review on the music. Check back with me then to kind of see how I feel. But as of right now, I'm slightly underwhelmed, I guess you could say. Maybe it's because I don't know what I was expecting. And that might change with the follow-up on the re-listen. So we'll have to see how that all plays out. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Things to plug, of course, patreon.com/AlexHeitz. Like I said a lot of times, go there if you want to support the channel. $1 a month gets you access to voting in these kind of polls, help choose albums that break up the monotony of the artist binges. And like I said, $5 a month gets you shoutouts and unedited reactions. Also, the Discord, link in the description for that. Got about 150-ish members over there. It's growing all the time. Lots of people over there talking about music discussions, recommendations, topster charts, memes, controversial topics, real talk, a fishing bot. We have it all. So head on over there if you want to join the community of people who like to watch me listen to things, because it's apparently ever growing and I don't know why. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys. Hope you're all doing well. Stay tuned for the final Sonic Youth album that we will be doing on this run, Sonic Nurse, and then we will be doing 6 Bowie albums that we did not get the last time we went through Bowie, and then we're getting into a nice trajectory of Pixies, R.E.M., Elliott Smith, Talk and Mark Hollis, Jeff Buckley, My Bloody Valentine, Nirvana, The Chameleons, Yola Tango, Nick Cave, Depeche Mode, Kate Bush. It just goes on and on. We got good stuff coming up. We're getting into, like, I'll probably enjoy Bowie to some degree, depending on which album it is. But like Pixies, R.E.M., Elliott Smith, Talk, Jeff Buckley, My Bloody Valentine. That's like way more in my wheelhouse than this Sonic Youth stuff has been. So I'm excited to get into things that I'm probably going to enjoy right off the bat on first listen that doesn't need a lot of like intellectual digestion. So anyway, that's all I got for you guys. Stay tuned for more videos, and until next time, Godspeed.